hate it when I press pause and it doesn't pause. So anywho, I'll get off the military kick here. I am now just doing the stay-at-home mommy thing. I enjoy it. Like I said, I love being home with my kids and seeing all the crazy new stuff that they do. Sorry, just looking through scraps here. So we need another 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Like I've mentioned in earlier videos, my 4-year-old who has the delay. He's so funny lately, like some of the stuff that he comes up with. And it just blows my mind. He loves TV, he loves watching movies. He's going to end up being a complete movie buff with like every type of movie there is. Because I like the 80s movies. He likes the 80s movies. My husband likes, like, I don't know, the more like the action, drama, stuff like that. My son likes those. So it's really cute because he's got such and when you know it, excuse me, where I cut that peg out, he basically makes this piece completely unusable. That's alright. But anyways, and he mimics like stuff that he hears on movies. We were sitting there one day and he had been watching, so we need 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. He had been watching Men in Black 3. And all of a sudden we're sitting at the dinner table and he goes, "I'll kill you right where you stand." And we're like, what? But it's part of the movie. He mimics movie phrases. It's like the way he's learned to talk, basically. So, he's not a violent child. He's not going to do anything crazy or anything like that. He just mimics phrases he hears on TV. We find it funny. I don't know. There's probably somebody out there that doesn't, but it's so funny to hear the ones that he chooses to mimic, though. It's like, really, kid? He was watching, I don't know if you guys know, it's an 80s movie. It's called Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. 2 1/4 by 3 3/4. It's Overboard with Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. And Goldie Hawn takes a drink of a beer and she goes, "Ah, that's good stuff." And my son one night sitting at the dinner table takes a drink of his milk and goes, "Oh, that's good stuff." We cracked up. I was like, oh my god. He's just quite the comical man. He likes the Goonies and he likes Overboard and he likes Adventures in Babysitting. trying to think of some other 80s movies that he likes. But then he loves the Avengers and Iron Man. Oh my god, he's addicted to Iron Man. And Hulk and just all the Avengers in their little individual movies that they have. Hulk, Captain America, Thor. He loves them all. So he's just, like I say, he's going to be one of those people when he grows up. He's going to be a movie buff. Maybe he'll be a producer or a director or something. That'd be cool. Make mega bucks and support mommy in her old age. But one of his delays, like I mentioned, was he doesn't talk much. And now he's learning to talk. Okay, and then just center this in our page. There we go. And I mean, if you wanted to, you could have used a magnet to hold this down, to hold it shut, but once it gets in there, it'll just stay shut. I'm running low. I didn't use a magnet on the first one. And I'm running low on magnets, so I may need to, well, since I won't be getting this done, I can pick up some while I'm in the States for finishing it. I was going to say I may need to find an alternate thing, but yeah. So that'll hold a photo mat that can hold a journaling spot. Now we're going to make our photo mat for here. But, and I came up with a way I'm going to do this. But anyways, his delay was speech. And, there's a thing going around on Facebook that says that Einstein didn't talk till he was 5. Like, but I think his was like not a word until 5. And, it just, lifted my spirits some, because I said, well, maybe Michael's going to be the next Einstein. I mean, who knows? There we go. Alright, so these individually are 4 inches by 4 5/8. So 4 by 4 5/8. And then if you have it on your scoreboard, the side that's 4 inches, score a 1/2 inch from the edge, and then do that to both. Now I've taken and I've put them together and just smush them right together so that they line up good. And then tape. Okay. Now put score tape. Yeah. Put score tape. I'm going for my outermost edge here. You'll see why in a minute. And this is on the inside of the fold. So see, the score tape's gonna fold in. And I went over a little bit. Now, with the inside of it, see how those fold in? Take your photo mat. If you've already inked it, make sure when you put it down, your inked side is down. And then center it to the best of your ability. Now see why I put it on the outermost edge? Because your photo mat isn't going all the way to the edges here. So this gives you the best chance at making sure your score tape is touching that photo mat instead. So. Make sure they're still lined up and together. See, I did this a lot harder way the first time. I wasted so much paper doing this page the first time. I wasted some yesterday too, cutting them, just so y'all know. I will show you here in just a second. All right. There we go. It's a lot of extra. You may want to look into maybe shortening these a little. See, it didn't. There was not that much extra. It didn't look like it anyways yesterday when I put it together. But that's alright, I'm going to roll with it. If you don't like that there's that much extra in there, you can just look to shorten it by about 1/8 of an inch, I think. Shorten each of your doors by 1/8 of an inch. Oh, and the paper that we attached in there, that is 6 5/8 by 4 5/8. Yeah, this was 6 5/8 by 4 5/8. Now again, if you're one that doesn't like to waste your pattern paper behind a photo mat, you can cut this to where it will line up better, or where it's not behind there, but I'm not sweating it. I didn't do it on my first album, and I had enough paper to finish the album. So you will use, in the whole album, you will pretty much use a whole row, a whole package of graphic 45 paper. So just keep that in mind when you're picking your paper stack. Compare, if you don't pick a graphic 45 one, compare whatever you pick to a graphic 45 paper mat stack to see how much, like if they have the same amount of papers or more. You don't want to do less. I'm feeling really spacey, like I'm just not making sense here at all. And I'm sorry if I'm not. I guess I'm just kind of trying to rush, and I shouldn't be. Okay, then I need 3 3/4. Oh, what the hey here? Oh, okay. I was like, what? I thought this measured 3 3/4, but I need 3 3/4. Or 3 1/4. Alright, so 3 1/4 by 4 3/8. And we need 2 of them. Okay. are going to go right on there. And I did these so that, if you notice, if we pushed them together, no, they wouldn't. I didn't do it that way. Okay, yeah, I did. Alright, I just had them backwards. They'll read, but there's going to be that little space between them. Pause. Okay. I was really hoping we'd have this done before I left too, because I wanted to take it with me. To give it to my husband's grandmother. And I really would have liked to have been there to see her face when she got it. But hey, you do what you gotta do, right? Just look at my head for a minute. Trying to line them up. There. And then we need, for in here, I'm thinking, so I'm not going to tell you any measurements just yet, because I want to see what I can work out. I'm going to see if I can cover up that seam. Uh-oh. Crap. Even if I can, I don't have enough paper of that one to do it. So I'll just do this anyways. I'll use it as a test. I think I could do it, but where did I cut that at? I'll cut it at 3.5. I think I can do it. Let's see, but I need it a little bit shorter. What can I use though? I don't really want to use the pig's fly. Alright. I'm sorry, I know this is just wasting your time. it's kind of neat because, like it says, when pigs fly, and then you open it up and then there's flying pigs. I think I'm going to do the flying pigs. So, here we go. Now if this works, I'll tell you what I cut it at. Alrighty. Ready. It's not gonna stay down though. Yeah. But before I cut myself. I am pressing extremely lightly. Oops, I cut through right there a little bit. It's alright though. Basically, you just need to be as gentle as possible if you're doing it this way on that cut, because, like I say, I broke through in one spot. It's not going to be a big deal because it's just that one area, and not really going to be opened and closed enough to like make it where it's going to end up ripping more. Now what I'm doing now is I just took it off and I just made a gap in there so that way when this does fold, it's not moving that. And then I will take some of this Scotch glue, because I'm not ripping that off and putting a new door on, because that will honestly just ruin the paper. It's way too much. But this Scotch glue is the stuff that I use on the spines of my mini albums. Like where the front and back covers bend, where it connects to the spine for the, when it's connected with cardstock, you'll see, because we'll do it on this one. I rubbed some of this on it to keep the paper from breaking. So I'm just going to leave that alone. To dry. And what I'm going to put, I got like the cap behind it so it holds it right there. So it doesn't close one way or the other, and think, Kerri, think. And like stick to it. But of course now it's in the way. I need to get the other side done, then we'll be done. And right. And even though with that happening, I am still going to do the other side the exact same way. Because, let's just face it, there's no way you're going to trim off that little slice like that. Perfectly like that without it being in that groove already. So, and this video is long. I'm probably going to have to break this one into 2 parts. But this is a very involved page anyway, so now when I cut this time, I'm just going to be, excuse my head, but I'm getting in here. I'm just going to be a little more careful. And what I'm doing right now, you probably can't see, but I'm pulling on the little sliver to see where it's still attached so that I can just kind of easily hit it with the blade. That ATG tape just wants to peel up that cardstock for some reason. Just be very, very gentle. And like I say, if you don't want to have to deal with this, trim off about 1/8 of an inch from your measurement of your doors. Oh, I just put that on the wrong side. You've got to be kidding me. Why would I do that? Alrighty. Sometimes you can get it to peel up without ruining your paper. And we were lucky, and this was one of those times. Okay, see? Everybody makes mistakes. No one's perfect. Oh, yeah. And when I said that the first time I made this page, I made a whole bunch of mistakes on trying to get the door measurements right. Well, I did on this one too. Like, see, here's like 2 or 3 pieces. There's a couple more over here that are all ones that I cut and then they didn't work, or they were too big or too small. And well, mainly too small. Because too big I trimmed down. So, and then I decided to go with this measurement. But this measurement was obviously... Okay, sorry, I'm back. The, my camera, like, flashes low battery and then just dies. So, it kind of makes it hard to give warning. But y'all probably wouldn't even have known if I didn't say anything. Okay, so, all I finished up when the camera died was laying down this strip that we had cut off. And I laid it down, so there we have it. In here will be a photo mat, and yeah, so it'll fit right in there. These will close on it. In here, we're going to make a tag to hold these shut. It'll flap down over top of it and it'll hold it shut, but I'm going to do like all that stuff when I do the photo mats, I think. Yeah, because I don't have anything picked out yet for it. So we'll do that with the photo mats. I'll have it all picked out and we'll run with tags and journaling spots and photo mats all at the same time. So those close shut. You got a pocket over here. And then we have a little pocket on the front. And voila. Pretty cool, huh? So I just wanted to finish showing you all that. And this is going to be another 2-part video because it went really long in that first part. So, this obviously is going to be part 2. So, there you have it. There's this page. And now I'm going to get this video uploading while I cut up papers for the next page. And by the way, it is now Sunday. When I started this, it was Friday. And I didn't get to record the end of it. And, we went to the terminal yesterday, we didn't get a flight. We were going to go again today, but the seat count on the only flight available got cut in half. And there's absolutely no way, with where my name was on the list yesterday, there's no way I'd even get on it. So, we came back home, or we stayed home today, we didn't bother to go out. And so my husband's chilling with the kiddos downstairs, and I told him I'm coming to craft. I'm going to bust my butt to try to get this done. So in between when I make a video and when I stop to do to start cutting papers for the next page, I'll charge my camera so that hopefully we can do this today. I'm just going to be like doing an all-day marathon. And then even if I don't get them all uploaded before I leave, I can work on that when I'm in the States. So not a big deal. So there we have it. That's the end of this one. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to shut the camera off. I'm going to start cutting papers for our next page and get this one uploading. So stay tuned for more. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.